In this video, I'll be showing how to replace a rear bumper reinforcement bar on a Nissan Sentra. It is located behind the rear bumper. Let's get started. We're going to start off by opening our trunk and making our way to our trunk liner. You'll find two clips on the inboard sides. We'll be removing these with a trim tool. Now you can peel back the trunk liner. Now that the liner's out of the way, I could locate my two taillight studs. These are two 10mm nuts. And repeat the process for the other side. Now that the fasteners for the taillight are removed, time to remove the taillight. Simply just pull, go on the other side if needed, and push. Two hands on the taillight and just push, and it should slide out. You'll find three connectors. Simply twist them counterclockwise. Inspect your bulbs. Undo the wires from the holders, simply just pull them out. Remember the orientation they go in when you reinstall the taillight. Pull up on this tab. Inspect for any damage or corrosion. Set your harness aside and set your taillight aside. Now that the taillight's out of the way, we could go ahead and locate our 10mm bolt and our pushpin clip. I'll be removing the 10mm bolt first. Repeat the process for the other side. And now for our clip. Now we can move along to our rear tires and the bumper corners. You'll find a T15 torque screw holding the bumper to the bracket. Now you can pull the corner off. Now we could go under the corner of the bumper and locate one 10mm screw. Set it aside and repeat the process for the other side. Now we can move on to under the center of the rear bumper. We're going to locate two pushpin clips. One on the left side and one on the right. Repeat the process for the other side. Now we could go ahead and pull our bumper out. Hold it on both ends. And there it is. Now that the bumper's out of the way, I'm going to go ahead and remove my four 13mm nuts holding the bumper reinforcement to the vehicle. If you find excessive rust, you could use some penetrating fluid. If you're having trouble taking it out, pry with a pry bar. Remember, be sure to secure the other side. And there it is. Dispose of it properly. Now before we install our new reinforcement, I'm going to be applying some anti-seize to our studs. Now line up your new reinforcement and slide it in. Reinstall our nuts. Now I'm just gonna snug these down in an alternating pattern. I'll go left, right, left, right. Now for our last nut. Now make sure the nuts are snug and the reinforcement is secure. Now we could go ahead and reinstall our bumper cover. Simply align it in the middle. Push in. Make sure your harness is out of the way. Now you can swing your bumper over and clip it in. Same on the other side. Now go ahead and reinstall your 2 push pin clips. Push down. And now for our 10mm screw. Just snug it down. Repeat the process for the other side. Now for our bottom 2 push pin clips. Now I'm going to move to the far corner underneath the bumper and reinstall my 10mm bolt. And just snug it up. Make sure it's secure. Repeat the process for the other side. Now I'm going to move along to the upper corner of my bumper to reinstall the T15 torque screw. Pull the bumper to make sure it's secure. Repeat the process for the other side. Now for our taillights. Start with the harness connector. Make sure the clip side is up and slide in. Make sure you hear that audible click and make sure it's secure. Now slide it in place. Turn clockwise until it stops. Move along to your turn signal and do the same. Now for your reverse light bulb. Now we're going to secure our harnesses. And there it is. Now just align the holes and push in. Now we're going to go ahead and install our 2 10mm nuts. Just thread them on. And now to snug them down. Be sure not to over tighten them as you can cause damage to the taillight assembly. Repeat the process for the other side. Now that both our taillights are installed, I'm going to move along to our trunk liner. Make sure it's in place behind the weather strip. Locate the clip hole and insert the clip. Push down. Repeat the process for the other side.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.